If you've been looking for a microphone that's small, sounds great, and doesn't cost a fortune, then the DJI Mic Mini might be one of the best microphones on the market right now. I've been testing it out for the last couple of weeks, using it in YouTube videos, talking head videos, outdoor content, and honestly, I think DJI nailed the formula for most content creators. But it's not absolutely perfect. So in this review, I'm gonna walk you through the design, the build quality, the battery life, the range, and some more features that I actually can use. And by the end of this, you're gonna know if this is worth buying in 2026. So without further ado, let's jump in. Okay, so as for first impressions, the first thing that surprised me was just how tiny this microphone actually is. Seriously. Compared to something like the DJI Mic 2 or the Rode Wireless Go, the Mic Mini almost disappears when it's clipped onto your shirt. And that's actually a bigger deal than it sounds. One of my biggest complaints with larger wireless microphones is that they're constantly visible in frame. Sometimes they look bulky, they pull on lighter shirts, or they just become distracting. The Mic Mini weighs so little that after a few minutes you almost forget that you're wearing it. For creators who film tutorials, interviews, travel content, or YouTube videos where you want a clean look, this is a huge win. Now let's talk about the build quality. Despite the name Mini, it doesn't feel cheap. The transmitter has a nice matte finish, the buttons have a satisfying click, and everything feels well put together. The charging case is also compact enough to throw it into a backpack or camera bag without taking up much space. And if you only got the single version, you get this nice little carrying case. It's the kind of product where DJI clearly focused on making something that's easy to carry every day. Open the case, grab the mic, start recording, no complicated setup. That's exactly what most creators want. Now, speaking of the setup, this might be one of the easiest wireless microphones I've ever used. If you're using a DJI camera that's compatible, pairing it basically is instant. If you're connecting it to a camera with the receiver, it's just as straightforward. And if you're recording directly onto your phone, DJI makes the process incredibly simple as well. Within a minute or two, you're usually ready to start recording. No digging through complicated menus, no firmware headaches, just power everything on and go. That's something I really appreciate, especially if you're filming on location or trying to capture something quickly. Now let's talk about the audio quality. How does it sound? Honestly, it's really impressive. The audio is clean, natural, and has a slightly warm tone that works really well for spoken voice. It doesn't sound overly processed, it doesn't sound thin, it just sounds, well, professional. For YouTube videos, live streams, interviews, tutorials, social media content, I think most viewers would have a hard time telling the difference between this and microphones that cost significantly more. Background noise rejection is also surprisingly solid. If you're filming outside with moderate ambient noise, conversations remain clear and easy to understand. Now, it's still a tiny wireless microphone. It's not going to replace a studio microphone like the Shure SM7B if you're recording voiceovers in a treated room. But that's also not what it's designed for. For portable content creation, it's excellent. Now, speaking of portable, let's talk about the battery life. Battery life is another area where the Mic Mini performs really, really well. The transmitters last long enough for extended recording sessions, and once you're done, you simply drop everything back into the charging case. That's honestly one of my favorite parts. Instead of remembering to charge individual devices every night, the case handles most of the work for you. If you're filming multiple videos throughout the week, it's a really convenient system. I've never found myself worrying that the microphone was going to die halfway through my filming. And that's exactly how it should be. Now, as for the wireless performance, everyone always asks the same question: how is the range? Well, the wireless range is another strong point for this microphone. I walked around indoors, recorded outside, and even put a few walls between myself and the receiver. For normal content creation, I never experienced any major dropouts. As with any wireless system, eventually you'll hit a limit. But unless you're filming between extremely long distances with walls and doors in between, I think the performance is more than reliable enough. For YouTubers, content creators, vloggers, educators, real estate agents, fitness instructors, or anyone creating content online that would use this microphone, I don't see range being an issue. Now let's talk about some other features I do like. One thing I've learned after reviewing gear for years is spec sheets don't make videos better. Features that save time do, and that's why I like products like this. The Mic Mini doesn't try to overwhelm you with dozens of complicated options. Instead, it focuses on the features creators actually use every day. Quick pairing, lightweight design, reliable wireless connection, long battery life, clean audio, fast charging, and those are just some of the things that genuinely improve your workflow. Sometimes simple is just better. But of course, you guys know that no product is perfect, right? There are some downsides here. If you're expecting every professional feature from DJI's flagship microphone lineup, then this isn't the product for you. The Mic Mini is designed to be affordable, compact, so naturally there are a few compromises. Power users who need advanced onboard controls or extra recording flexibility may still prefer stepping up to the DJI Mic 2. And because the microphone is so incredibly lightweight, it can occasionally shift around on thinner shirts if you're moving around a lot. Neither of these are absolute deal breakers, they're just worth noting before you buy it. So who should buy the DJI Mic Mini? I think the DJI Mic Mini makes the most sense for creators who want something simple, reliable, and portable. If you're just starting YouTube, if you're filming TikToks or Instagram Reels, if you're recording online courses, if you're a real estate agent making property videos, or if you're simply tired of bad camera audio, this is an easy recommendation. It removes a lot of the friction from recording quality audio, and that's ultimately what good gear should do. So what's the final verdict? Overall, I've been genuinely impressed with the DJI Mic Mini. It delivers excellent sound quality, it's incredibly lightweight, setup is almost effortless, battery life is dependable, and the entire system feels polished from the moment you open the box. Could there be more advanced features? Sure, but I actually think DJI made the right decision. Rather than trying to cram every possible feature into this microphone, they focused on making something that's easy to use and consistently reliable. For the vast majority of creators, that's exactly what matters. If you're looking for a compact wireless microphone that simply works every time you press record, the DJI Mic Mini deserves a spot near the top of your shortlist. So I hope I helped you guys make a decision on whether this microphone is right for you. It is honestly one of my favorite pieces of gear that I now have in my arsenal. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, follow me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/hammerdance, and thank you all so much for watching and listening in. I'll see you all in the next one. And don't forget to subscribe.